And you're all very welcome here to O'Toole Park. We are underway here in the go-ahead Dublin Senior 1 Hurling Relegation playoff here between Whitehall Colmcille and Faughs. And straight away here, it is Conor O'Shea on the ball here for Faughs, towering figure at centre half back, being challenged by Mikey Noonan. There's a couple of positional switches and starts to the Whitehall team with two late introductions. Sean Foran and Adam McDermott both starting. Speaking of McDermott, here he is on the ball here for Whitehall Colmcille immediately, taking on the Faughs defence, laying it off as far as Owen O'Donnell, the obvious threat for Whitehall Colmcille throughout the championship. O'Donnell has shrugged off Jack McVeigh, got the shot away, but that one is wide on that occasion. So positional switches, Jack McVeigh, listed at number 9 in midfield, has dropped into fullback to pick up O'Donnell. And that first shot by O'Donnell wide. Although the referee taking his time with this, he's talking to his linesman, and now he is signalling to the two umpires behind the goal to raise the white flag. So that is an opening point for Whitehall Colmcille and an opening point for Owen O'Donnell. So a good start for Whitehall Colmcille here in O'Toole Park. First puck out now from Faughs goalkeeper Owen McNamara. Assessing the options, he decides to go short as far as left half back Jake Moore. Steadies himself and launches a big high one down into the Faughs forward line. First man out there is Carl O'Mahony. Josh Thorpe tracking him. O'Mahony back as far as cornerback Colm Lahey, who's come far up the field. Works it to Emmett McKenna, who's moved far out from fullback as well. McKenna's shot is wide of Ronan Murray's goal there. So first shot of the day for Faughs, and it's the first wide of the day. Opening puck out now for Ronan Murray. Out he goes to Eddie Moran. Expect him to sweep across the Whitehall defence all throughout this game. Goes long looking for Adam McDermott. Both of them miss it. It's picked up by McDermott's marker, Sean McDonald. Out as far as David Croke. Both teams deploying a sweeper back there, and Croke has hit it to Whitehall's equivalent, Eddie Moran, who lays it to Conor Cummins. Off his right-hand side, switches the play across to Paddy Spellisey. Spellisey has a look at the post. Brilliant block down by Conor O'Shea. Be a great battle between the two of them, you imagine. The ball breaks loose to Endo O'Donnell, who's got it up, and he is fouled. A free into Whitehall Colmcille, foul on him by Colm Lahey. And Whitehall Colmcille would get the chance to extend the gap to 2 points and go 2-0 ahead in 2.5 minutes. So good start for Whitehall Colmcille to this game. Faughs slow out of the blocks in the early couple of minutes here. Of course, both these sides, so much riding on this game. Neither of them want to go down to Senior 2 Championship. Neither of them want to go down this season. Paddy Spellisey with this free for Whitehall. His first of the day, and it's accurate. Over the bar from Paddy Spellisey. 2-0 in favour of Whitehall Colmcille. Good start for them. And this puck out now from Owen McNamara. Drives it long. Right, that is a huge puck. Right down on the Faughs full forward line. Josh Thorpe. Looked like he had that. A ruck developing. Who will it break out to? Breaks out to Fergal Heavey and Josh Thorpe, battling there between the two of them. Eventually it breaks loose. Chance here for Faughs. And Ronan Murray did really well there, coming off the goal line quick. Murray clears off his left-hand side. Scooped up here by David Croke. He's lost it. Again, another ruck develops. Mikey Noonan is down over the ball for Whitehall. Can he get it up? It's still moving. There's so many bodies in around that ball. It's hard to see where it even is. Conor Cummins in there for Whitehall. Eventually it breaks out to Dylan Constantine. And Constantine has won a free for Whitehall Colmcille. Pushed in the back. And it will be another chance for Paddy Spellisey to add another one to his tally. Make it 2 points for him. And indeed 3 points for Whitehall Colmcille. It is a huge distance out. But Spellisey will have the confidence up after landing the first one. Of course, both these sides were here only a couple of weeks ago. Faughs losing to St. Vincent's in that game. Whitehall Colmcille with a very dramatic draw against St. Bridget's. And that draw meant that Whitehall would play Faughs instead of playing St. Oliver Plunkett's. You, of course, will be playing in the second relegation playoff here in O'Toole Park. They face up against St. Bridget's. But now we watch Spellisey over this free. Goes long with it. That one is not going to go over, but instead it's gone to Owen O'Donnell. O'Donnell! Off the crossbar. So close. Faughs very, very lucky to get away with that one. Jack McVeigh clears. O'Donnell making something out of nothing. Whitehall looking to keep the attack going. Cian Murphy. And the referee has called attention to something here. And it's going to be another free to Whitehall Colmcille for a foul on Cian Murphy. Paddy Spellisy again will shape up to this one. Well, that was a huge let-off for Faughs, but it shows how dangerous O'Donnell is. Stuck the paw up, took the ball in, and somehow managed to work a shot at goal, even though there were 3 or 4 Faughs defenders around him. Rattled the crossbar. It's still shaking down there at that end of the goal. Spellisy over this free. That one has the distance and the accuracy, and Paddy Spellisy has landed his second free of this first half inside 6 minutes. And it's Whitehall Colmcille 3, Faughs 0. Long puck out by Owen McNamara again. Fergal Heavey out there with Derry Noonan. And Derry Noonan does fantastically this occasion. The hand pass is intercepted by James O'Brien. Line ball to Whitehall Colmcille. Very good defending that occasion there by Derry Noonan. Having a good battle with Fergal Heavey so far. Luke McCarthy will take this line ball for Whitehall Colmcille, who of course are without some big players today. No Dara Gray, no Lee Gannon, no Cormac Costello. That line ball has gone straight to Faughs, and they've worked a scoring opportunity here. Colm Lahey, and the hand pass was off. Sean Foran might clear this for Whitehall. The ball breaks loose. Body surrounded again. And then somehow Liam Mostyn does really, really well there for Faughs. Managed to get the ball up. Found a gap in the Whitehall defence and forced the free. And Spellisy has had 3 shots at the post, 2 points. Now it's time for James O'Brien, Faughs' free taker, to start his free taking in this game. Now, how will his first shot at the posts go? He's been very accurate in all of his previous games. Being instructed by the referee where to take it from. Can he open Faughs' account here? They do need this one. Whitehall have shot 3 points to 0 ahead. Jamesy O'Brien straight between the posts and over the bar. So Faughs open their account. James O'Brien opens his in the process. Ronan Murray's puck out. Out to his right-hand side to Sean Foran. Foran goes long. Down towards Owen O'Donnell. Up goes the hurl. It breaks to end O'Donnell. He's flicked it over here, but it's a little bit too much on an Owen McNamara does well. A flash goal chance again there for Whitehall Colmcille. Not as clear-cut as the O'Donnell chance that hit the crossbar, but Enda O'Donnell that time managing to flick it over the Faughs defenders, but it just had a little bit too much on it and ends up in Owen McNamara's possession. And now he takes this free for Faughs. Long one, but straight to Sean Foran, who read it. And he hits it down towards the right half forward zone of the field. Emmett McKenna picks this up. Goes past Mikey Noonan, lays it to Niall Fitzgibbon. Got the chance for a snapshot. It doesn't have the legs, and it has gone to the right and wide. So a few early wides here for Faughs. Still 3 points to 1 in favour of Whitehall Colmcille. About 9 minutes gone in this game. Ronan Murray drives long. Up goes Conor O'Shea. Big hit between Conor O'Shea and Paddy Spellisy. Both men on the deck. Faughs continue here. It's Liam Mostyn. Working it back to James O'Brien. First shot was from a free. This score has come from play from James O'Brien. Great score. You knew the minute that he hit it that he'd got the eye in. And that's great news for Faughs. And suddenly the complexion of the game has completely changed. 2 quick scores. It's gone from 3-0 to 3-2. And we're 9.5 minutes into this contest here in O'Toole Park. Very even start. And Paddy Spellisy receiving some treatment there. Took a bit of a heavy knock. And this puck out now by Ronan Murray. Goes along with this one. Broken down by David Croak. Comes to Sean Kellett. Kellett pulls on it with his left. Comes to Conor O'Shea. Getting past Mikey Noonan. Well defended again by Whitehall Colmcille. Paddy Spellacy on the ball now. Kieran Nagel turns it over for Faughs. Colm Lahey works it out to the left. Sean MacDonald. He'll have a shot from here. Just on the halfway line. Sean MacDonald. And that one has gone to the right and wide as well. Faughs needing to make this count. And they've given the ball away there again to Eddie Moran, but he's given the ball away to Faughs. Getting scrappy now. Luke McCarthy somehow picks that ball up. Lays it off to Dylan Constantine. Quick fire pass, but intercepted by Conor O'Shea, who has landed a huge score for Faughs. What a point by Conor O'Shea. And we are level here in O'Toole Park. 11 minutes gone. Whitehall Colmcille 3, Faughs 3. Brilliant response by Faughs to the early flurry of scores by Whitehall Colmcille, which put them 3 points to the good. Faughs have responded with 3 of their own. Ronan Murray's puck out now. Next score is a big one. And Faughs have turned the ball over again, and it's a free out. Foul by Dylan Constantine there. A free out to Faughs. And James O'Brien has come all the way back to have a look at this one. And if he scores from here, will consider me very impressed, because this is a huge distance out. Deep into his own half. But the eye is in. He's hit 1 from a free and he's hit 1 from play. Conor O'Shea with that huge score as well. That will do him and Faughs in general the world of good. And O'Brien has landed a huge free. What a score by James O'Brien. His third, his second from a free, and Faughs is fourth, and they move into the lead. 12 and a half minutes gone. Long puck there. And again it's won by Faughs. David Croak out as far as Kieran Nagel. Well blocked there by Owen O'Donnell. Ball breaks loose. O'Donnell gets it. Being chased there by David Croak. O'Donnell. And it's a free to Faughs. A foul by Owen O'Donnell. A foul while carrying the ball. And again, that's a big moment for Faughs. They started this game very rocky, and they have grown in confidence as it has carried on. James O'Brien. And his eye is very much in. That last free very much proved that. And it proved that he has the range. Can he showcase it again? This one's going to be short. It drops, and Ronan Murray had his eyes on it all the way. But he stepped over the end line in the process of clearing that ball. And it's going to be a 65 to Faughs. These are big moments now for Faughs. Building confidence. And you get the sense that this is the type of game that will go down to the wire. You can see it being won by a lot. So these scores are crucial. And James O'Brien now. He's taken 2 frees, landed one from close in, one from a huge distance out. This is his first 65. So how will he get on with that? O'Brien. You could have guessed the result. And now, just approaching the end of the first quarter, it's Faughs 5 points, Whitehall Colmcille 3. The game has turned around. Sean Foran trying the short ball down the line, intercepted by Faughs. Quick ball to Sean O'Brien, a snapshot by the cornerback, which has gone wide. And that's one of the positional switches as well. Jack McVeigh has dropped in to pick up Owen O'Donnell. Sean O'Brien with number 2 on his back, very much operating further out the field. That puck out by Ronan Murray is a huge one. Up goes Spellacy and O'Shea. Again another huge collision. The ball breaks. Mikey Noonan. But the referee has given a free to Whitehall Colmcille for a chop down by a Faughs player. Noonan protesting. that they should have had an advantage there. But at the same time, you would imagine that Spellacy will be able to convert this free, and that will be a needed score for Whitehall Colmcille to break the run of Faughs landing 5 scores without reply. So out of the frees that Spellacy has taken so far, this will be the 3rd one that he has taken. No doubt this is the most important one. Break the momentum the Faughs have built up in the last 5-6 minutes. And Spellacy has converted well. So that is Paddy Spellacy's 3rd point, Whitehall Colmcille's 4th point. With 15.5 minutes gone, 1 point between the teams. That puck out by McNamara is another huge one. Right in on top of the Whitehall full back line, and Keane Murphy did well there to pick up the break. But that puck out by McNamara is so dangerous, and it puts Whitehall under pressure immediately. Sean McDonald does well here for Faughs. Blocked by Adam McDermott. The ball is still there. And in the end, it goes off McDermott, out over the sideline. A line ball to Faughs, which Emmett McKenna will take. Again, number 3 on his back, but he's operating anywhere but at full back. Jack McVeigh has taken up that task of marking Owen O'Donnell, a very tough assignment. You saw the 2 goals O'Donnell got against Kilmacud Crokes and against Coola. And this ball is in possession with Whitehall Colmcille. Conor Cummins laid it off to Luke McCarthy. Luke McCarthy has great pace. Luke McCarthy still going. McCarthy off his left. And that one's gone wide. That one deserved a point. That was a great run by Luke McCarthy. Spotted the gap between the Faughs defenders. Just couldn't get the eye in. And that puck out has resulted in a line ball for Faughs, broken out by Sean Kellett. Now standing over this line ball. Faughs looking to make this count. Niall Fitzgibbon's cut into David Croke. Croke went to hit a shoulder to Conor Cummins. It didn't work out. It's worked its way over now to Enda O'Donnell. O'Donnell sets off. Sean McDonald trailing him. It's Enda O'Donnell. And it's a similar result as the Luke McCarthy one. A great run. But the shot off the stick, such a hard skill to do. And it just went wide. So 2 wides in a row for Whitehall Colmcille. Faughs still lead by a point. Coming up to 18 minutes played. Conor O'Shea fires it in low to Fergal Heavey. Derry Noonan with him. Big hit by Sean Foran. Heavey absorbs. Lays it back to Sean O'Brien. And the shot by Sean O'Brien has gone to the right and wide. So both sides missing a couple of chances there in a row. Still 5 points to 4 in favour of Faughs. Puck out by Ronan Murray. Huge one down on top of Spellacy and David Croke. And Croke breaks it. Carl O'Mahony almost got it up. It's worked its way here to Dylan Constantine. Ball breaks again. Luke McCarthy goes flying in, and the referee judged that McCarthy had been fouled. And it's going to be a free into Whitehall Colmcille and a chance for Paddy Spellacy to get his 4th point, Whitehall's 5th, and most crucially, to level the game once again here in O'Toole Park. Coming up to 19 minutes played, it has been as nip and tuck as you would have imagined so far. Neither side flinching at all. But receiving some treatment here is Carl O'Mahony. Seemed to come out the worst of one of the collisions there in that spell of play. O'Mahony, of course, an absolutely critical operator here for Faughs. They need him to be at his best. And Paddy Spellacy having a chat there with the linesman. No doubt assessing the target that is in front of him. And again, this is an important free. A chance for Whitehall to level the game. And they've done well now to stop the Faughs momentum. Faughs had 5 points in a row. If Whitehall respond with back-to-back scores from Spellacy frees to level the game, it definitely has checked the momentum. So Spellacy eyeing up the target. Full trust in his abilities. And Paddy Spellacy has landed another free for Whitehall Colmcille. Wonderful execution. His 4th, Whitehall's 5th. And as I said, crucially, The game is now level again. Owen McNamara out to Jake Moore. Short to David Croak. Operating all over the field. Brilliant defending by Paddy Spellisey. Out over the line. It's a Faughs line ball, which will be taken here by Carl O'Mahony. Recovered from that knock that he took in that previous play. And Spellisey nearly got that up there. That ball broke loose. It hit David Croak. It's gone out for a line ball to Whitehall Colmcille this time. Paddy Spellisey quickly setting this up into the last 10 minutes of this first half now. Both these sides will want to kick on and be leading at the break. A crucial psychological edge, especially in a game with this much riding on it. Spellisey goes long into the corner looking for O'Donnell, but that just had too much on it and it goes out over the end line. So Owen McNamara to take another puck out here for Faughs. Whitehall offering up the short puck out option, and you wonder, is that to persuade him to not do one of his huge puck outs to land right on the Whitehall full back line? That puck out, he went to left half forward and it came off the Faughs player Niall Fitzgibbon and went out over the sideline for another Whitehall line ball, which Spellisey will take again. Good elevation on it. Inside looking for Owen O'Donnell. It breaks loose. Adam McDermott's in there. O'Donnell's in there. This is danger for Faughs. O'Donnell! What a save by Owen McNamara. Fantastic save. Parried it up and over the bar. You thought there that that was a definite goal coming from Whitehall Colmcille. They have the lead, but they definitely wanted more there. The way that ball broke, McNamara with a big intervention there for Faughs. And down the other end, it's Fergal Heavey onto that one quickly. And Fergal Heavey has scored a lovely point for Faughs. And we are level immediately again. So it's as you were. Ronan Murray with the quick puck out. 1-2 with Josh Thorpe. And then opens up the shoulders and sends it right down on top of McDermott. But reading it was David Croak. He drops it. Ball breaks loose. Conor O'Shea's there. He doesn't drop it. And he is he fouled? Referee says no. Big ruck developing here. You can see with these rucks, both teams, neither of them are leaving anything to chance. Conor O'Shea managed to work that out to Kieran Nagel. Confronted by Cian Murphy. Turns onto his right. Works it down the line. It's Carl O'Mahony. He's drifting all over the field. Sean Kellett with him this time. O'Mahony goes back inside looking for Sean O'Brien. Sean O'Brien has a shot from the centre of the field, and that one has gone to the right and wide as well. So some key chances being missed by Faughs, and they've missed that chance to go back into the lead. 23 minutes gone, 6 each. Ronan Murray's puck out to Josh Thorpe. Thorpe off his left-hand side, into the middle looking for Enda O'Donnell. And that's a big hit by Sean Foran on Sean MacDonald, and the referee judges it to be unfair, and it will be a free in to Faughs, which James O'Brien will take, and you would imagine this will send Faughs back into the lead. James O'Brien has already scored 4 points, same as the opposite free taker Paddy Spellisey. Whitehall's other two scores have both come from Owen O'Donnell. For Faughs, they've come from Fergal Heavey and Conor O'Shea. Now we're about to see Faughs' 7th point. James O'Brien supplies it. So Faughs back into the ascendancy. 24 minutes gone. Faughs 7, Whitehall Colmcille 6. Long puck out by Ronan Murray. Down on top of Mikey Noonan. Batted clear by Emmett McKenna. Only as far as Sean Kellett. Opens up the shoulders. He'll have a go. Oh, and that one just dropped. Just to the right and wide. Paddy Spellisey was in there. Ended up missing everybody and just going out over the end line. And there's a Faughs player down on the deck there, receiving some attention. So it's been a very enjoyable first half so far here at O'Toole Park. Obviously Whitehall made the better start, going 3-0 ahead. Faughs responded magnificently to that. 5 points in a row of their own. Whitehall responded to that, leveled the game up at 5 each, and then it's been back and forth between the two teams since. O'Donnell, of course, has had 2 goal chances in this first half. He absolutely rattled the crossbar with the first one, and the second one was brilliantly pushed over by Owen McNamara. Faughs have had 1 or 2 flash potential goal chances. Ronan Murray's looked solid down there in the net for Whitehall. But the overarching theme of this game so far is that it has been a very, very even contest here. Neither side giving an inch to the other one. Well, the Faughs player, thankfully, is back to his feet and is ready to resume into the game. Puck out now approaching for Faughs. Owen McNamara to take. Again, will he go with one of his trademark now at this stage? Boomers of puck out straight down on top of the Whitehall full back line. No, he doesn't. He goes out to right half back Sean MacDonald, who switched to the left. Into the centre. Looking for Jack McVeigh. Manages to get it off. As far as Sean O'Brien. Ball spills loose. Mikey Noonan's in there. Again, a ruck develops. Where will it break out to? Breaks out the back towards James O'Brien and Dylan Constantine. And now Fergal Heavy's got it up. And Fergal Heavy is fouled by Owen O'Donnell. And again, it's another chance for James O'Brien to potentially slot over another free and to give Faughs an 8-6 lead with 26.5 minutes played, as we creep closer and closer towards half-time. James O'Brien assessing the target, assessing the task he has in front of him. O'Brien. And he has converted once again. James O'Brien definitely has the eye in. That's fantastic news for Faughs and terrible news for Whitehall, because he's pretty much punishing any indiscretion on Whitehall's part. Long puck out by Ronan Murray. Owen O'Donnell comes and collects. Hits it over his left shoulder. Well won there by Conor O'Shea. Plays it out to Nagel. Down the line looking for Fergal Heavy. It breaks past Fergal Heavy and Derry Noonan. Heavy, does he have goal on his mind here? He goes straight at them. Heavy inside. This is a goal chance. Brilliantly saved by Ronan Murray. Fitzgibbon back in. Murray saves again. It works his way to Nagel. And it's a free out for Whitehall Colmcille for a chop down there, I think, by one of the Faughs forwards. And there's some afters in there between Conor Cummins and I believe Kieran Nagel. And wisely, 2 players from opposing teams both break that up really quickly. But that was some very, very fine goalkeeping there by Ronan Murray. 2 quick interventions. But Fergal Heavy showed a bit of a killer instinct there for Faughs. Recognised that the goal was on. And they remain 8-6 ahead, but it could have been more there. Murray with the free. Good hands. And it breaks to Luke McCarthy. Inside towards Adam McDermott. McDermott buys a little bit of space and over his left shoulder has hit a lovely score for Whitehall Colmcille. Great score by Adam McDermott. 8-7, 28.5 minutes played. That score is crucial, and that's the turnaround there. Faughs had the chance to go 5 points clear if they got that goal. It goes down the other end. McDermott hits a point, and suddenly it's a 1-point game. The puck out by McNamara, huge again, into the Whitehall penalty area. But they work it out. Sean Kellett now. Out as far as Conor Cummins. Has a look and hits it down the line, but well intercepted by Sean O'Brien. Saw that coming. Emmett McKenna across to Conor O'Shea. Scored one from this type of range. He elects not to shoot this time. Goes into Fergal Heavy, but it's brilliantly defended there by Derry Noonan. Fantastic defending. Won this exchange. Eddie Moran to finish the job of clearing. Out it goes. In looking for Owen O'Donnell. Again, bodies flying in. Adam McDermott comes out with it. This time off his left-hand side. Adam McDermott with quick 2 points for Whitehall Colmcille. And all of a sudden, they are level again. 8 points each. A quick burst of 2 points from McDermott, and we are all square again at O'Toole Park. Puck out by McNamara to Sean O'Brien. Over towards Liam Mostyn. It breaks loose again. Connor Cummins is there for Whitehall. Cummins to Josh Thorpe. Waiting in the middle is Luke McCarthy. Drops it. Scoops it up at the second time of asking. Taking on Carl O'Mahony. And fouled by Carl O'Mahony. Free to Whitehall. Paddy Spellacy will stand over this and potentially put Whitehall into the lead. And this would be a huge psychological edge if Whitehall were able to get it right on the stroke of half time. We've ticked into the additional time, so now it's completely at the referee's discretion. Spellacy. And that's a fantastic score by Paddy Spellacy. Brilliant free taking, punishing any mistake that Faughs are making. It's his 5th, it's Whitehall's 9th. And they lead 9-8 here. Puck out is broken to David Croke. Sean Foran hot on his tail. Croke hits it off his left-hand side. Over towards Liam Mostyn. Challenged by Josh Thorpe. Ball breaks loose. Niall Fitzgibbon is in there. So too Cian Murphy. A lot of bodies in there now. It breaks to David Croke. Trying to force his way through. Croke off his left-hand side. Ronan Murray manages to get it clear. Croke got an absolutely huge hit there off one of the Whitehall defenders, and the referee has called the attention to it, even though Adam McDermott was away in the clear. And the Faughs mentor has come in now to give David Croke some attention. He got a big hit there off one of the Whitehall defenders. Managed to find a tiny bit of space and work a shot off his left-hand side. Croke, a towering presence with number 11 on his back, but he's been playing pretty much anywhere but at centre-half forward in this game. He's been operating all around the middle. And that's one thing that is clear about watching this game. Jersey numbers are not indicating what positions you are playing in. Jack McVeigh has been operating at fullback on Owen O'Donnell pretty much the entire game. Emmett McKenna and Sean O'Brien have been around the midfield, even though they've number 2 and 3 on their backs respectively. But yeah, so David Croke being assessed there by the Faughs mentor. The play has resumed. It's an indirect free for Whitehall. Spellacy fires it over towards Owen O'Donnell. Broken clear by Conor O'Shea. Ball ends up in another ruck. Dylan Constantine somehow manages to pick it up. Constantine works it back to Enda O'Donnell. O'Donnell with the quick pass across to Paddy Spellacy. This should be a score. And Spellacy's first from play puts Whitehall Colmcille 2 points to the good as we get closer and closer to half-time. It's Spellacy's 6th point of the game, his first from play, and Whitehall's 10th, and Faughs have 8. Quick puck out by McNamara. Long ball works its way to Niall Fitzgibbon, and that is a brilliant response for Faughs. Niall Fitzgibbon's first point of the game. 33 minutes gone. Whitehall 10, Faughs 9. Ronan Murray's puck out to Josh Thorpe and gets the return. Goes really long with this now. Right on top of Spellacy, up with David Croke. Ball breaks to Adam McDermott. Goes across now, and the referee has judged that he fouled the ball, and it's going to be a free to Faughs. And you would imagine now, as we tick into 4 minutes of additional time, that this might well be the last play of the first half. James O'Brien will have the chance to level the game here. Assessing the target in front of him. He landed one from even further out than this, so it's definitely in his locker to get it. And that's the first one that James O'Brien has actually put to the left and wide. And the referee has indeed called it as half-time. So we played 34 minutes. Whitehall Colmcille and Faughs, a hugely enjoyable first half here at O'Toole Park. Whitehall definitely started the better, going 3 points to 0 ahead. Big goal chance for Owen O'Donnell, rattled the crossbar early. Faughs fought back, 5 points in a row. Whitehall immediately levelled the game up at 5 points each. Then O'Donnell gave them the lead with another goal chance, well pushed over by Owen McNamara. It's been back and forth ever since, But Whitehall lead here at half-time by 10 points to 9 in what has been a hugely enjoyable first half. We'll have the second half for you shortly, live here from O'Toole Park. Thank you very much. Okay, so you're very welcome back here to O'Toole Park for the second half of Whitehall Colmcille versus Faughs. It was a very thoroughly enjoyable first half, and at half-time it was Whitehall Colmcille 10 points, Faughs 9, and we are ready to get back underway here for this second half. It's going to be one hell of a second half. Both teams so much riding on this, and we are back underway. Sean O'Brien and James O'Brien have started at midfield for Faughs in the second half. O'Brien with 2 on his back and James O'Brien with 15 on his back. So not exactly your traditional number 8 and number 9 there in centre field. We start this second half off with an early free to Faughs, which James O'Brien will take. O'Brien standing over this. He was outstanding from frees in the first half. 5 converted, 1 point from play as well. Looking to up his tally to 7 points and level the game here immediately. And he has missed that opportunity. So 1 minute in and we remain Whitehall 10, Faughs 9. Although it has been given as a point. And remarkably, that's the second time that's happened in this game, where a ball has gone over the bar and the umpire has signalled it wide, only to change his mind and give the point off the advice of the referee. Long puck out there by Ronan Murray, well intercepted by Conor O'Shea, and Faughs can build now from the back. Kieran Nagel, long ball into Liam Mostyn, it breaks and picked up by Sean Kellett. Kellett drives it over to the right hand side, picked up by Sean O'Brien to break. Over as far as Carl O'Mahony now for Faughs. O'Mahony driving through the space, hits it off his left hand side. And that ball, well played by Derry Noonan, kept his eye on it the whole time. Fergal Heavey was right there with him. Derry Noonan plays it out to Luke McCarthy. McCarthy goes long, inside looking for Endo O'Donnell. It breaks to Owen. This is dangerous for Faughs. Owen O'Donnell into the back of the net. And that is a huge score for Whitehall Colmcille. In a game as tight as this, where it's been score for score, a goal is huge. And Whitehall have hit the first one here at O'Toole Park. And the minute Owen O'Donnell got that, you knew it was danger. The way he took it on the run, and he finished it low into Owen McNamara's net. McNamara's puck out. Now, how will Faughs respond to that? They're immediately on the attack here. Derry Noonan's ball long, cleared by Sean Foran. Straight down the top, but that's a great catch by Conor O'Shea. And O'Shea, what happened there? Dylan Constantine and Conor O'Shea tangled up. O'Shea's gone to the deck, holding his head. It'll be interesting to see what the referee does here. But a magnificent finish by Owen O'Donnell for that goal. And Whitehall Colmcille drawing really the first huge score of this game. And as I said, in a game as tight as this, a goal in some ways is worth way more than 3 points. It's a psychological advantage for the team that get it. And Dylan Constantine took hard for that incident there with Conor O'Shea. O'Shea is back up to his feet in the meantime. It looks to be okay now. Back up, throwing the helmet back on, and he is good to resume into the game again. James O'Brien has come all the way back to take this free for Faughs. Again, a huge distance out, but he showcased in the first half. He has the ability to hit it a huge distance. He elects not to shoot this time. Plays it across as far as Fergal Heavey, and he is fouled by Derry Noonan. A push in the back. Can't really dispute that. And this is a far easier free for James O'Brien, and one in which he will definitely have a shot at the posts from here. and a chance to lower the gap to 2 points now. Big opportunity for Faughs. Whitehall making the dream start to this second half. And Faughs need to check that momentum really quickly before Whitehall build it up. O'Brien being instructed where to take the free from. Eyeing up the target once again. James O'Brien. And this one is wide. And it actually is wide this time. The referee is not signalling to the umpires to put up the white flag. Ronan Murray goes along with this puck out. Big one down. On top of Emmett McKenna, but it's broken to Enda O'Donnell. He picked it up on the spin, and Enda O'Donnell hits a great score for Whitehall Colmcille. And almost out of nowhere, Whitehall have shot 4 points to the good. Owen McNamara's puck out. Faughs have a lot to do now. And that ball is broken as far as Mikey Noonan. Noonan fires it over, looking for Dylan Constantine. Ball breaks as far as Sean McDonald. Out to Emmett McKenna. Sidestepping Mikey Noonan. But Adam McDermott is on his tail. McKenna has to give it short to Sean O'Brien. O'Brien spinning out of contact. Kieran Nagel switches it across to Carl O'Mahony. O'Mahony manages to get the shot away off his left. And that's a brilliant score by Carl O'Mahony. And it was very, very much needed for Faughs. 111 to 11 points. And they need more of that. Ronan Murray's puck out. Out to Conor Cummins. And Cummins dispossessed by Carl O'Mahony. And Carl O'Mahony has landed another score for Faughs. And when I said they needed more of that, Carl O'Mahony has given more of that. 2 points in a minute by Carl O'Mahony. It is Whitehall Colmcille 111, Faughs 12 points. Puck out by Ronan Murray, all the way down. Batted away by David Croak. Suddenly it's back to a 2-point game. Enda O'Donnell, off to Luke McCarthy. McCarthy, quick as ever, and absolutely taken out there. I believe it's by Kieran Nagel. Owen O'Donnell did not like that challenge one bit, and there's a bit of afters between himself and his marker, Jack McVeigh. And again, more players in and break up the potential argument there. Good to see. That was a big hit on Luke McCarthy there by Kieran Nagel. And what will the referee do here? Yellow card for Nagel. And a free in now for Whitehall Colmcille. Paddy Spellacy standing over this. His first free in the second half. So he landed 5 frees in the first half. And he scored 1 from play as well. Now how will his first free of the second half go? Same routine and same result for Paddy Spellacy that he'd been getting throughout the first half. 112 to 12 points. Puck out by McNamara. Picked up by Sean O'Brien. And intercepted there by Sean Kellett. Sean O'Brien's pass was. Emmett McKenna here. Surrounded by 1, 2, 3 Whitehall players. And he's coughed up possession to Dylan Constantine. Into Owen O'Donnell. This has danger written all over it. O'Donnell's turned McVeigh. Owen O'Donnell. Great save by Owen McNamara. McNamara again coming to Faughs' rescue. He was out quickly on Owen O'Donnell's hurl there. O'Donnell had managed to turn Jack McVeigh. Managed to get the shot off, but McNamara was out off the line quickly and puts it out for a 65. O'Donnell is such a threat. Anytime he picks up the ball, immediately it's panic stations for the defence that he runs at. If you want an example, just look at the goal he scored against Kilmuckle Crokes, his second one. He ran through about half the team. This 65 now will be taken by Paddy Spellacy. His first placed ball of the second half was accurate. How will this one be? His confidence is up, there's no doubt about that, and definitely his eye is in. Now how will he do with this 65 for Whitehall? Good contact, but that one has gone to the left and wide this time by Paddy Spellacy. And poke out here by Owen McNamara. Shapes up for a huge one. And it's right down on top of the Whitehall half-back line. Up goes Eddie Moran. Manages to get it out. Sean O'Brien gets down over that ball. Enda O'Donnell is there challenging him. Again, a big ruck develops. The ball breaks loose. Sweeping across is Connor Cummins. On his right-hand side, hits the ball into Owen O'Donnell. Two players there, but O'Donnell somehow gets it. Owen O'Donnell lays it off. It's Stephen Cassidy. And that's over the bar by Cassidy. Managed to break on to O'Donnell's pass at the perfect time. And he fired his shot over the bar. Potentially he had goal on his mind. And Faughs have made a substitution. Number 24, Neil Bennett, has come in for them. Looking to make an impact on this game. Owen McNamara with this next puck out for Faughs. Again goes long. And that one has broken into the path of Eddie Moran, doing a lot of sweeping up in the second half. Moran into Mikey Noonan. Plays it in towards Owen O'Donnell, but picked up by Jack McVeigh instead. McVeigh out as far as Carl O'Mahony. To David Croke. Eyes up the target, David Croke. But that shot is wide from the centre forward. Ronan Murray to take another puck out for Whitehall Colmcille here. Murray fires this one on. Right down on top of Adam McDermott, but David Croke read it. Ball breaks loose. Mikey Noonan is there. Enda O'Donnell is there also for Whitehall Colmcille. It breaks out to Paddy Spellacy. This is another goal chance. Spellacy! And it's well pushed away by Owen McNamara again. Whitehall upping the intensity here. They lead by 4 points, trying to push on and lead by more. And that attack is intercepted by Connor Cummins. Fires it back in, looking for Stephen Cassidy. Challenged there by Kieran Nagel. And the ball breaks loose to Luke McCarthy. He's got great pace. He goes around Jake Moore. Luke McCarthy being challenged by David Croke and being fouled by David Croke, says the referee. It's another free into Whitehall Colmcille and a chance to go 5 points clear of Faughs here at O'Toole Park. And in a game as tight as this, 5 points seems like a huge lead. Even though in hurling, it's really nothing. It's 2 pucks of the ball. But Whitehall are those 2 pucks of the ball in front right now, looking to go 5 points clear. Paddy Spellacy definitely has this in the locker to stick this over. And he does. Over it goes from Paddy Spellacy. Whitehall Colmcille 114, Faughs 12 points. 43.5 minutes played of this game. 13.5 minutes into the second half. And that Faughs attack is intercepted by Sean Kellett. Hits it on his left, down to Mikey Noonan. Looking to pick out Cian Murphy. It will look like it should have been intercepted by Carl O'Mahony, but Murphy's won it back. And Cian Murphy, being challenged by Kieran Nagel, works it to Derry Noonan, gives it to Mikey Noonan. Sprays it across to Enda O'Donnell, but drops the ball. Picked up by Neil Bennett, the substitute. But that pass is intercepted by Sean Foran. Foran goes past Neil Bennett. Hits it off his right-hand side. Down into the corner towards Owen O'Donnell. Turns Jack McVeigh again. Owen O'Donnell, 3 men on him, and a big hit on Owen O'Donnell by Sean MacDonald, and the referee does it to not be a fair hit, and a free into Whitehall Colmcille again. And if Paddy Spellisey nails this free, Whitehall moves 6 points to the good on 45 minutes. And you would imagine they are in pole position then to retain their Senior 1 status for next season. And Owen O'Donnell receiving some attention here from the Muirishke, or the Whitehall Muir Fáinne. The referee checking with the umpires there that wasn't too severe a foul, and he's decided to stick with the free to Whitehall Colmcille. Paddy Spellisey has the ball in hand now, assessing the task in front of him. Very similar position to where he scored and converted his last free from, so he should be very confident at converting this one as well. Spellisey given the order to take the shot, and he takes the shot and is accurate with that shot. Whitehall a goal and 15 now. Faughs 12 points. Faughs need a huge last quarter. As it stands, they will be relegated from Senior 1 hurling for next season. Luke McCarthy wins that puck out, lays it off as far as Sean Foran. Powerful run by Foran. Hits it off his right, but he was hooked. Owen O'Donnell chasing this one down, but it goes out over the end line, and it will be a puck out to Faughs. Huge last 15 minutes required by Faughs. Overturn a 6-point deficit they need to. Owen McNamara goes long with this puck out. Up goes Eddie Moore, and the ball breaks. It is Emmett McKenna, far away from his fullback position. McKenna bottled up, and it is a free out to Whitehall Colmcille. Emmett McKenna judged to have fouled the ball. Massive turning point there. McKenna looked like he was going straight at the heart of the Whitehall defence. They held him off well, and now it's a free out, which Eddie Moran will take. Moran goes long with this one. We know who the target is. Owen O'Donnell, he's out for it. It ends up in the arms of Jake Moore. Out to Emmett McKenna. Inside with that hand pass as far as David Croak. Evading a couple of challenges, and he is fouled, and it's a free for Faughs, which Conor O'Shea will take. Remember, of course, O'Shea probably has scored the point of the game so far at that point in the first half to level the game up at 3 each. And that was probably during Faughs' best period. Liam Mostyn looking for a nice score. With that one, he's dragged it too far to the left, and that's gone wide from Faughs. Ronan Murray now with this puck out for Whitehall Colmcille. That period at the start of the second half, crucial for Whitehall Colmcille. The goal from Owen O'Donnell, the point from Enda O'Donnell, and the freeze from Spellisey have really opened up a gap here. That looks huge for Faughs to climb. Kieran Nagel with that ball into Liam Mostyn. Josh Thorpe hot on his tail. Liam Mostyn and Thorpe battling for possession there. Faughs have introduced another substitute, Kevin Hogan, wearing number 21 that you see there. He's been introduced. And it's a line ball here for Faughs. Liam Mostyn shaping up to take this one. However, we are going to stop play, it seems, because there is an injury down at the other end of the field. It's Whitehall Colmcille's number 22, Adam McDermott, who is down on the ground. Conor Gray, one of the Whitehall coaches, giving the substitution indicator to other people looking. McDermott seems in some discomfort. And indeed, Niall Carroll, who was listed to actually start for Whitehall Colmcille, has the tracksuit top off. He is going to come in. He's wearing number 15. And it seems in this moment that he will replace Adam McDermott. So McDermott there, as I see it, is holding his hand. It seems to be some sort of a hand injury. And hopefully everything is all okay. Niall Carroll is set to come in now for Whitehall Colmcille. McDermott makes his way off the field. Also another change for Whitehall Colmcille. Number 17, Kevin Nangle, is coming into the Whitehall Colmcille defence. And Liam Mostyn takes the sideline, and immediately Nangle is in the play. So too is Eddie Moran and Neil Bennett. And Bennett is on the ball here with Moran, and in the end, Moran's pressure leads to Bennett putting the ball out over the line. And a line ball to Whitehall Colmcille, which Moran himself will take. Eddie Moran with this line ball. Gets good elevation on it. Inside towards Enda O'Donnell. Tries to bring it down. Runs away from him. O'Donnell gets it at the second attempt. Pucks it off his left-hand side. In towards Niall Carroll. The new man in. Turning Jake Moore. Niall Carroll gets the shot away and lands another score for Whitehall Colmcille. And that point moves them 7 points to the good of Faughs. And we have just 10 minutes remaining in this game. Plus whatever is added on. But Faughs need a huge last 10 minutes now. Their Senior 1 status is hanging by a thread. That puck out ends up in Whitehall possession again. Sean Kellett, blocked down. Gets it at the second attempt. Lays it off to Sean Foran. Very much rugby style, kicks and goes. It works its way to David Croke from Faughs. That shot by Croke is good. Good score by David Croke. They need more of that. 9 minutes to go, plus whatever the referee adds on. Whitehall 116, Faughs 13 points. Puck out by Ronan Murray. It works its way to Owen O'Donnell. O'Donnell turns and goes. Owen O'Donnell's shot is wide. O'Donnell seemed pretty convinced that that ball had gone over the bar. There are some protests. The linesman is being called in. Are we about to see a third instance of a wide being changed to a point? Not on this occasion. Still remains Whitehall 116, Faughs 13 points. The right call made there. O'Donnell's shot was wide. 6 points in the game still. Long ball. Foran went up with McKenna. Ball broke loose. Cian Murphy's there. A lot of bodies around this one. And the referee has decided to do a throw ball. Connor Cummins and David Croke in for this one. Cummins got none of the ball and all of David Croke's legs, and it is a free into Faughs for that. And for some dissent, he has moved the ball forward. And that makes it a much easier shot for James O'Brien. And that will be 2 points in a row for Faughs, reducing the gap from 7 points after Niall Carroll's score to now 5 points if he lands this one. He missed the last free that he took, but he should convert this one. And he does. Huge score. All of these are huge scores for Faughs. They need everyone that they can get. Whitehall 116, Faughs 14 points, 53 minutes played. Ronan Murray's puck out. Up goes O'Donnell. What a catch by Owen O'Donnell. Faughs defending that well. And they do. And they turn it over. And that's a big hit by Enda O'Donnell. And the referee has given a free out for that, judging it was not shoulder to shoulder. All of these are crucial for Faughs. James O'Brien standing over this. Will he shoot from here? The last free he had here in the second half from this type of position, he elected to pass it inside towards Fergal Heavey. Well, Adam McDermott is back onto the field for Whitehall Colmcille. That hand injury has seemed to heal up. And he is staying on the field. So McDermott is in. Niall Carroll has remained on the pitch, so somebody else has made way. We'll confirm exactly who that is once we have that information. O'Brien. And that one has gone to the right and wide. So another wide for Faughs. Crucial stages here. have about 6 minutes left, plus whatever the referee decides to add on. In what has been a really enjoyable contest here in O'Toole Park. Ronan Murray's puck out. It's long on top of Niall Carroll. The ball breaks. Big hit there on Eddie Moran by David Croak. Again, a big ruck develops. And it's going to be a throw ball here between Croak and Enda O'Donnell. The ball goes through the gap between the two of them. Adam McDermott scored a nice point from this type of angle in the first half. McDermott back to Cian Murphy. He had a shot at it, but dropped short into the arms of Jack McVeigh. McVeigh over as far as Liam Mostyn, who's come very far back from the full forward line. Mostyn hits it inside to Fergal Heavey. Kevin Nangle is there with him. Nangle, of course, came in for Derry Noonan. Ball breaks loose here. Big hit there by Luke McCarthy, and it's a free into Faughs. And it's 116 to Whitehall Colmcille, 14 points to Faughs. We have about 5 minutes left to play, and if Faughs can lower the gap to 4 points, with just 4 minutes remaining plus added time, all of a sudden the game gets very nervy for Whitehall Colmcille. James O'Brien will be very confident that he can nail this one. And you get the sense that Whitehall need another couple of big moments to get them over the line. They're not there yet. They still need to finish the job. James O'Brien to take this free for Faughs. And that one is on target as well. Whitehall 116, Faughs 15 points. 4 points between the teams, 4 minutes left to play. The puck out by Ronan Murray is won by Whitehall Colmcille. Eddie Moran down the line as far as Niall Carroll. Sean MacDonald on his back. MacDonald wins it and wins a free out for Faughs. Big play by Sean MacDonald. Conor O'Shea will take the free out for Faughs. O'Shea assessing the options that he has in front of him. And goes long. And it's found its way to Niall Fitzgibbon. Niall Fitzgibbon's shot. And that one's wide. And they need these ones to go over the bar. We're approaching 3 minutes left of playing time, plus whatever the referee adds on. Faughs need all these shots to go over the bar. Ronan Murray's puck out. Short to Josh Thorpe. Murray checks back and overhits the pass to McDermott. Now, can Faughs make Whitehall pay for that? Croak's ball in. And Whitehall have turned them over. Fergal Heavey turned over by Kevin Nangle. Adam McDermott now evades Croak's challenge, but then drops the ball. Runs into James O'Brien. A little ruck develops. Who's going to come out with this? It's Faughs who come out with it. James O'Brien came out with it, and James O'Brien won another free for Faughs. And they have the chance, and O'Brien will have the chance to lower the gap to 3 points with just 2 minutes remaining. It ain't over yet. And you think when Niall Carroll hit the last point that Whitehall got, that put them 116 to 12 points ahead. Faughs now will have responded with 4 points in a row if O'Brien slots this. O'Brien sends it between the posts. James O'Brien hits another point. And for his personal tally, that's now 10 points from him. Ronan Murray's puck out. Huge one, down on top of Adam McDermott. Big hit on him there by David Croak. Ball breaks loose to McDermott, goes back to Sean Kellett. Blocked down by James O'Brien. Another ruck develops. Whitehall and Faughs battling for everything. It's the substitute Kevin Hogan who wins it. Inside towards Fergal Heavey. Taking on Kevin Nangle, works it inside. Big chance for Faughs. Does that another free? It is. It's another free for Faughs. Inch by inch, they are dragging themselves back into this game. And James O'Brien, you would imagine, will slot this free and lower the gap to 2 points now. Or will he even go for goal? And due to some dissent, that ball has been moved directly in front of the goal now. Ronan Murray promptly has flooded the goal line with his most trusted lieutenants. And will James O'Brien go for goal, or will he take the point? There is about 30 seconds of normal time remaining. He's clearly had a word with the referee. Whatever O'Brien goes for might tell us how long is left in the game. If he opts to go for a point, you would imagine we'll have another play. O'Brien shaping up, but he takes his point. And it's 116 now to 17 points. That's 11 points for James O'Brien. Outstanding individual display. We're ticking now into additional time. Ronan Murray fires his puck out long. Down on top of Owen O'Donnell, but it's Jack McVeigh who's come out with it. McVeigh goes long. Sean Kellett wins it. Lovely pick up by Adam McDermott. Manages to keep the ball in play. Fires it back across. That's a dangerous ball. Luke McCarthy nearly left it behind him. Liam Mostyn challenging him. McCarthy off to Eddie Moran. This would be a huge score if Moran gets it. Eddie Moran provides for Whitehall Colmcille. Magnificent score. That was as clutch as you can get. Faughs have kind of had Whitehall on the ropes over the last few minutes, hitting 5 points in a row. But Eddie Moran there re-establishes the 3-point lead for Whitehall Colmcille. Vital score. And a chop down by Faughs, a free out to Whitehall Colmcille. And Whitehall have showed their mettle in the last couple of minutes, and they need to show more of that mettle to get over the line, because the job is not finished. Eddie Moran to take this free for Whitehall Colmcille. We are 1 minute into additional time. They're nearly there. Eddie Moran's free. Will he opt to go for the goal, or will he opt to lob it in into the Whitehall forwards from here? You would imagine he'll have the range. Moran's shot has the legs but does not have the accuracy. It's gone to the right and wide. Dying moments here at O'Toole Park. It has been a thoroughly enjoyable contest. McNamara's puck out, down on top of Conor O'Shea. O'Shea's got it as well. Conor O'Shea lays it off. Good interception by Josh Thorpe, but a foul was committed on Conor O'Shea in that play, and no advantage means a free into Faughs. And this time, will James O'Brien go for the goal? You would imagine he has to. We have already played 2 minutes of additional time. Whitehall promptly have flooded the goal line once again. Faughs have thrown in a couple of bodies there as well to potentially cause a bit of carnage. And chaos might be the way that Faughs get their goal here. James O'Brien going to fire a bullet in. It's James O'Brien. It's bounced up there. Murray's cleared it. It's come back out now. Conor O'Shea trying to work a goal chance here. Blocked down by Whitehall Colmcille. Trying to work it out. Sean Kellett trying to put the boot through it or something. Faughs still attacking. Liam Mostyn. Shot was saved by Ronan Murray. Managed to get a shot off there, Liam Mostyn, off his left-hand side. Ronan Murray saw it coming and put it out for a 65. Heart-stopping stuff here at O'Toole Park. Faughs have a 65. Can you imagine surely this one? They're just going to float it in around the house and see if they can make something happen. Whitehall showing serious defensive solidity there. Faughs throwing everything they have at Whitehall. Carlo Mahoney with the free. Floats it in around the house. Every hurl in there. It breaks loose and picked up by Luke McCarthy. And McCarthy sprints off. The Whitehall fans cheering him on. McCarthy one-handed down to Niall Carroll. Carroll holds on to it, manages to get away from Jake Moore. And Carroll plays it into Luke McCarthy now. McCarthy lays it off. End O'Donnell. Will O'Donnell go for goal? He will take his point, and a vital point for Whitehall Colmcille. And that might be the score that ensures that Whitehall will play Senior 1 hurling again next season. Fantastic counter-attack by Whitehall Colmcille. Big credit to Luke McCarthy, Niall Carroll, and then Enda O'Donnell for the finish. And there's some confusion over whether or not that was over the bar. The linesman has gone in to talk to the referee. And this isn't the first time this has happened. Some confusion over whether or not the ball was over the bar. It has been given as a score. Enda O'Donnell with his second point of the game, one in each half. And that one is vital. Owen McNamara's puck out. Right down on top of David Croak. Flicks to hurl at it. Isn't enough. Luke McCarthy gets the ball. Drives it off his left. Right in on top of Enda O'Donnell with Jake Moore. Emmett McKenna comes to help out. O'Donnell's turn. Carroll's in an awful lot of space. Niall Carroll, this is surely going to finish it off. Carroll is fouled by Owen McNamara, and it's a penalty to Whitehall Colmcille, and that should be enough. Brilliant vision by Enda O'Donnell to spot Niall Carroll in the acre of space that he was in. Carroll held his composure, rounded Owen McNamara, who had no choice but to either let him stick it in the back of the net or foul him. And the referee speaking now to McNamara. It's a yellow card for him, and who will take this penalty for Whitehall Colmcille. Well, making his way over to the ball, Mikey Noonan is there, Eddie Moran as well. Eddie Moran has gone up to collect the ball. We are deep into additional time now, approaching 6 minutes of added time played. Eddie Moran, will he go for it? Eddie Moran taps it over the bar. So, Whitehall Colmcille 5 points to the good. 6 minutes into additional time. McNamara's puck out, and it is all over here at O'Toole Park. Whitehall Colmcille are victorious, and they retain their Senior 1 status again for 2024. A thoroughly enjoyable contest here at O'Toole Park, but Whitehall have come out on the right side of the result. Final score here at O'Toole Park, Whitehall Colmcille 1 goal and 19 points. Faughs 17 points.